Hey everybody, Mike Freeland coming at you with yet another video. I'm here in my basement, which I call the man cave, so obviously you see me in my uniform. The purpose of this video here is I want to show you guys one of 4 ways we can use this awesome opportunity that is entitled "And Thanks to You" to generate some money for a particular organization, charity, or group that's nonprofit. So, as you can see here, we have what we consider the umbrella of what we have under "And Thanks to You," or what the system can actually help you generate funds for. You can generate it, as you can see, for your own personal finance. You can generate it for charities, fundraising, and even crowdfunding. What we want to do in a few minutes is show you how you can actually use this. And for an example that we're going to use is for church. Let's say church or religious organizations, how you can actually use this system and generate some crazy income in a short amount of time that can continue to grow as you use it for that particular purpose. So, like I said, we wanted to show you churches. Now, most of us are familiar, as I've put here, of various programs or services that churches use in order to raise funds. I've just named a few. You have Revival, Men's and Women's Day, Usher's Day, Pastor's Anniversary, Choir Day or Choir Anniversary, Youth Day, and there's so many more. But these are actually programs or services that churches will probably always continue to use. Because they're always going to have specific organizations or auxiliaries such as those within the church. Now, these 3 up here are the main 3 I want to talk about. Most of us are familiar who've grown up in church, or generation after generation, churches have done at least these 3 things to try to raise additional money: chicken dinners and fish dinners, or fish fries, maybe even bull roast, things like that. They've always are having car washes, and they always have a building fund of some degree. Steve Harvey said it best, I guess, when he said, his church had a building fund. They always had a building fund and never put a doorknob on, but they always kept giving offerings, for building or the building fund. So what we want to do is show you a way that for $2.50, we're going to show you how to structure a fundraiser that could add to or eliminate those events that you really don't want within, or to keep operating with little to no success. Most of the time you're just breaking even. And if you're not just breaking even, you are generating some profit, but it's normally very small. So we're going to show you how for $2.50, less than a cup of coffee, less than a gallon of gas, we're going to show you guys exactly how you can create some serious income. Now, Thanks to You is a powerful system that literally requires you yourself to sign up 4 like-minded individuals who also is willing to invest one time out of pocket $2.50 in order to complete various levels, which in return will help you generate upwards of $140,000 in 8 weeks. Now, we're also going to show you towards the end of this how you can greatly increase that for that same $2. So, as you see here, we're showing you the power of 4. You get 4, and they get 4, and it's duplicated throughout. So on the first tier, or the first level, which is also considered stage 1, it's 2 stages, and we'll explain that as we go. But on the first stage, you pay $2.50 to join. You get your 4 people, they pay the same thing. You get $10 off that first stage, or that first tier, and it's over and done. And the system replicates itself. When you get on the second tier, you pay $5 one time out of your what you made. You pay the $5, and it pays out $80 when it's completed. The third stage is $10. It pays out $640 when you're completed. The fourth stage is $20, it pays out $5,120 when completed, stage 1. Now you can do these individually as you grow, or you can actually get started and pay for all of these positions at one time. And then all you have to do is, once you're bringing in your team, help them do the same thing, and these payouts will be coming directly to you. Now, it gets so much better in stage 2. Why does it get so much better in stage 2? Well, from tier 5 to 8, as you can see, the investments are bigger, but the payouts are even better. So much so that we even suggest that as you're here for level 7 and 8, as you can see, we recommend that you would even have your funds shipped one-day delivery through FedEx. Now, of course, it's going to be a larger amount of people here, and it's actually going to fund or fill so much faster because the income is actually greater. And keep in mind, I said $140,000 in 8 weeks. This here, I like to say, is the first half, which is the core, which is really getting everything started. The second stage, or the second half, is really where the fundraising portion will kick in and how you'll be so excited. But that is not the only thing. We also have what I call the bonus round. Now, the bonus round is really good. It's also a part of stage 2. And the reason why it's so powerful and why we like it is because it has matching bonuses, and it also has a one-up system or pass-up system. Now, what that simply means is that when you're in the second stage and people are investing or coming in with you, and they're paying the $100, $200, $500, and $1,000, the way that it becomes a matching bonus is because each time a person brings in one person, they will get the payment. Then when they bring in the next person, you get the payment. Then the next they get the payment. Then the next you get the payment. So it's being passed up, but it's also being considered a matching bonus no matter which level that they're on. So it's balancing out. Now, that is powerful in itself. So if you look at the combined total of what it is that you do from the first half, we already showed you that you have the opportunity with all of this to make $145,800. Now, also keep in mind that because you're sponsoring people and they're doing the same thing, you're going to be making this amount here off of what they do as well because of the pass-ups and other things. So your grand total, ladies and gentlemen, for a one-time $2.50, less than a gallon of gas, less than a cup of coffee, $2.50 investment has the great potential of bringing you $729,000, and we can do it, like I said, in as little as 8 weeks. For some it may take longer, but we're showing you this as if it was being done with the church organization, but you could do it with any organization, non-charitable, any fundraising, any charity, or you can build this for your own needs to help you yourself get money as an issue out of the way. Now, the next slide and the final slide, I want to really show you how would you make it work in a church, and you can take this same concept and apply it to any way you want. So the first thing you want to do is you want to sign the church up as the main participant. Why would you want to do that? Well, some people will say, well, let's sign the pastor up and then the church will go under the pastor, and we break it down like that. That can have complications down the road depending on the tenure of the pastor. Why do I say that? Because if the pastor signs up first and then everything falls under him, and then for some reason that pastor leaves the church, the pastor is still going to recoup the rewards that the church is going to be making. The church will still be in good standing, but the pastor will be recruiting or recouping a bigger piece of the cake and no longer there. So for example, let's say the pastor and the church and the board or whatever has some type of disagreement and the pastor leaves. This pastor will still be making the funds from this opportunity. So what you would want to do is sign your church up first, ladies and gentlemen. Then you want to make it the main participant But as it shows in number 2, what I would suggest you do is choose 4 auxiliaries that are great at putting on particular services at your church. And I give examples: Pastor's Aid, Mother's Board, Men's Day, Choir Day. If you go back and you look and see which of the 4 auxiliaries in your church usually have the best services, or the most profitable services, or however, you want to take those and take the person maybe that is the leader of that particular auxiliary and make them the captain of this particular venture for their particular auxiliary. And then from there, you can actually share it with the members. You put the members of the church under the individual auxiliary. So, for example, let's say Men's Day. If you have a person who's in charge of the men's committee, you will simply have him and the leaders that's with him on the men's committee to sign up. And then under them, you could act as a male fundraiser, as the male fundraiser portion of this. All of the men sign up under them. You could do that with the ushers board. You could do it with the women's. You could do it however you want. I'm just giving you an example that you should use 4 of the auxiliaries that seem to get the job done within your church. All of them. No, you have to have a minimum of 4 people under each. But then all of the other participants, members, can actually filter in under everyone else, and they can donate to build their own teams of 4. This can spread not only throughout the church, but then also in the church families, and everybody can become a part of this. This has the potential to eliminate the dinner, car washes, building funds, or any of those things, if that's what you want to do. And you know that when a church puts together a dinner, let's say, they spend maybe close to $1,000, maybe a little less, a little more, in buying all of the products and food to prepare. In the meantime, they invest $1,000 hoping that they could get, or maybe they'll make something like maybe $2,000 or $1,200 additional. Now you've taken all of that time, prepared all of that food, spent all of that money. You just barely made a profit, something to do. Let's say the car wash. The car wash, everybody has to meet. Everybody bring hoses, bring all type of things to wash the car with, the rags or whatever it is. So everybody's investing a lot of time and all. And if you're lucky, you may do a couple of hundred, maybe $300-400 in car washing for the car wash that you can actually put on a report or whatever. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this here, everyone in your church can participate. It's not going to take them away from anything that they're normally doing. And it can be ongoing. And I, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I don't believe that you doing a car wash, the building fund, cooking chicken dinners, fish dinners, bull roast, whatever it is that you want to do, in 8 months' time, will you raise at least $100,000 doing that? And I'm showing you an opportunity that you can present to your church, in this case, but to another charity as a fundraiser, whatever that is, or even you can do it for yourself, and you can be looking at upwards of $700,000 in as little as 8 months. But of course, if it may take some longer, even if it took you a year, 2 years to make $700,000 is not bad, ladies and gentlemen. So as I conclude, I hope I explained to you really good how this concept of using this as a church fundraiser, you can see how it can be used for whatever it is that you want, either for yourself or for something else, to share with something else to create funds. Now with that, this is Mike Freeland. I'm going to leave contact information with this video. Please get back with me as soon as you can. I can get your answers, get your questions definitely answered. I can give more detail on how to get this set and running, and we can help you and your organization become financially free and get money as an issue out of the way. Until we talk to you, this is Mike Freeland saying take care. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the other side of money.